Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just to trick me, trick me, trick me, trick me. 'Cause
Today I'm in the salon, so I have a new client. She found me on IG, guys. TikTok has been TikToking is what I call it. It has been working. I'm not a big scroller. However, I do post on TikTok, Instagram, and now on YouTube. So guys, this is Saturday and it's the end of the week. And I have to say, I've had a pretty good week. I've been working every single day. I've had a new client, at least 2 to 3 new clients every week, which is pretty decent. However, it's a change. It's different. But today I'm excited about this transformation. I'm gonna let you see the process and my beautiful client. She's absolutely gorgeous. And you guys know, I give the best shampoo, I wanna say. My nails I cut them down, but they're a little sharp. However, I am going to do what I can. Let me let you guys see. All right. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Peta-Gaye. I am new to YouTube, but I am not new to being an entrepreneur. I am not new to starting over. So today, I just wanted to talk about first how I moved here to Houston, Texas, doing a whole completely new thing with no clients, no family, really no friends either. I just picked up and decided to move to Houston. First of all, I came here to visit. I saw the real estate. After about 2 years of going back and forth, visiting Houston, I decided to commit. I committed to the house, but I didn't commit to a job. I didn't commit to the environment. I didn't commit to anything. Bought the house. Now what? After 1 year of going back and forth for about 52 flights later, guys, sounds crazy. But we did 52 flights. My boyfriend and I probably did about 40. He may have did about 12. So combined, we did about 52 flights back and forth from New York to Houston, Texas. Sounds crazy, scary, and all of the above. But in January of 2024, I want to say, I had to make a decision. I decided to pack my bags and come here. I am what you call a seasoned hairstylist. I've been doing this entrepreneurship for so many years. I don't even want to tell you guys how many years. All I know is entrepreneurship. All I know is the hustle of New York City. I got thrown into the world of Houston, Texas, and now I'm starting over, building my clients. What does that look like? So let me just tell you this. I decided that, okay, I'm going to move to Houston. What am I going to do? I didn't want to start over doing hair because I spent so many years doing that. So I decided to go ahead and take some real estate classes. I took about 3 months, 5 days a week doing real estate, passed the test after the 3 months. And now I'm in a broker. I'm learning all the things, doing all the things real estate, meeting new people, and I'm loving this environment. But then I'm also realizing that I'm putting out more than I'm getting in. First, I'm paying the brokerage to be there. Then I'm paying for gas to go to different meetings and to go to different builders and to do learn the real estate land. Then I'm paying for my license and I'm paying for this. So I want to say I paid for 1 year of doing real estate and all the things. I might have spent way more than I made for sure, but the knowledge I got was priceless. To learn Houston, that was priceless. So I have no regrets. No regrets with doing that for sure. Then I decided to now go back into the world that I know. And that's called being a stylist. Guys, stay tuned, okay? Now I'm in this world of how do I start over? Who becomes my first clients? That's a light bulb moment, because in order to be successful in business, you need clients. That's what I needed for the real estate. So social media works for me. So I did social media. I even did a YouTube channel on real estate. So I am putting in the work, and I understand everything takes time. I get it. So nothing is rushed. We all want that instant gratification. I understood that. I did have my first year, I did have a closing. I did help with a couple of transactions in real estate. So I've been at least successful for the first year, considering that I am completely new and I know no one. So I won't not put any shade or discourage anyone for wanting to venture out into real estate. Absolutely not. Had I had more support, as far as knowing more people, having what they call a spear here. And not saying that you can't work a spear from another city. I won't say no, but it's a little difficult. It is a little difficult. And then you also have to really know your personality. My personality is fun, bubbly. I do like meeting new people. I do like new things. Not that I couldn't keep going. I just don't particularly like the traveling. I am more of a sedentary person, so I had to learn that about my personality. I like to go into wherever location I'm working, and I like to be still. I need a schedule. I need to know what time is lunch, what time I'm waking up, and what time my day ends. I don't have to. In real estate, it was kind of hard for me to build a schedule. I tried so hard, and I did put myself on a schedule. I'm going to learn this class. I'm going to go out. So every day, but I had moments of feeling unmotivated. And that was a struggle for me. So here I am, fast forward, it's a year and a half now, exactly. We're in June in 2025. And now I'm evaluating how is it going for me so far now that I moved to a whole new city. I have to tell you, it's no regrets. I love the journey, but now I'm here, and I had to realize my strengths and my weaknesses. My strength is beauty. I love everything beauty. I love everything fashion. I love being around like-minded women. I like that environment. I thrive in that environment. I feel the most comfortable in that environment. And don't get me wrong, real estate did give me that too, but I didn't have the engagement. I need engagement. I love engagement, I should say. And starting over in the salon, it's not even that automatic success either. Now I'm building. So now I have to be on social even more and market myself. So now I'm getting the business cards. Now I'm showing up to different networking events like I've done in the past. Now I am putting myself out there. For both industries, it's the same thing, putting yourself out there. The only difference is one is an instant gratification and one is a little more delayed gratification, right? However, I realized that I really enjoy me being behind the chair. I love the instant gratification as far as meeting new people, seeing their finished product, getting back their feedback. I love that. So I would never say no to doing a makeover. I will never say no to meeting new women. I love that type of environment. For me personally, it definitely is one. I will say that, some people would say, why haven't I gone out and got my own salon or my own suite? So to say, well, for one, my advice is when you're starting over, you need to be around other people that could see your work. I like that. For me, I like to also feed from each other. If she's doing something, a color that might inspire me, a haircut, or just even how to just do different techniques. So I love being around other stylists because we could learn from each other as opposed to me being out by myself. And then also the cost is so much more expensive when you're out by yourself because you have to have everything. If you have a client that she may need a color. You don't know what her needs may be. And I might not have the product. I might not have the right tools at the time. Meaning like she might decide that she wants rod sets. Somebody might say they want a roller set. Just every client has different needs. And for me starting over, I didn't know if I'm going to have everything to put out right away. Because I sold my salon with everything. Literally pins the brush, everything. Literally, I'm starting over with nothing. So I did not have that. So my tip to any stylist that's starting over, anyone who's starting over, it's so good to collaborate with other like-minded women. It's so good to just pace yourself, budget yourself. All those things are important. The budget is a key. So I know how much money my booth rental is every week, and I set the goals for myself. If this is how much booth rental, that pushes me to go out and make my booth rental every single week, as opposed to had I had a huge overhead expense, it could be a larger expense. It could be $3,000 as opposed to $1,000 a month, right? So depending on your situation, you always want to have a budget. You definitely want to put yourself into that finances part. That is a major plug. I see people open up, they start something and they close immediately because the expectations weren't met financially. So I will say for me, pacing myself definitely was key, and also being around other people that were able to help support me with building my client, that was definitely key. And then also, that's where I thrive. So I needed to be around other people that thought the same way I think, you know what I mean? I'm happy and go lucky. So we could have conversations where I could be social. I could feel comfortable. I could feel like myself. So that was really big for me, because once again, I don't have any friends here. So the women that I'm meeting, not necessarily going to be your friends, but you want to be comfortable, right? And that was a big thing for me, is meeting women at this age. I want to call it my grown woman self. We already know who we are. We know what we like, and we are setting our way, so to speak. And I'm open to new things. I'm open to meeting new people, definitely. But I will say that I needed to also be around women that were going to make me feel good about showing up and starting over, right? I didn't want to be around anyone that's going to crush my ego, make me feel bad, or put me down, so to speak. I didn't want to dim my light either, being around women that, depending on who they are. So that's also a major plus for me. So being a salon that I am totally comfortable in, and then the clientele that comes in, they match my vibe. So that I'm comfortable. The salon is nice and clean, it's cleansy, as opposed to me going into a suite and starting over. I'll be locking myself behind the door. Everyone is in their cubicle and there will be no interaction. That could be a little discouraging. So I'm glad that I started over in the salon environment. And I'm hoping to build and continue to grow as time progresses. So now it's literally about, I want to say 8 months now since I have committed to being back behind the chair. And while I'm doing that, I'm building my clients up. Shout out to TikTok. TikTok has been great. Then of course I'm putting up my YouTube shorts here on YouTube. So that has been great also. And of course Instagram, it works. And word of mouth. Word of mouth is always the best thing for our industry. Tell a friend, tell another friend. That's usually the best way to build any clientele in any field, is word of mouth. Referrals, it could literally make or break your business, right? So I am definitely learning how to communicate better with other people to help build my business. And that is one of the things that I have to say that works for me, is that I want to say I have great customer service, is making women look good and feeling good. My booking site is easy to just go on and book. Our location is in the primary location, so I'm easy to find. You may have a little challenges, but however, it's still a pretty visible location, because it's like in a commercial park, so to speak. So location, who you're around, your environment makes a big difference. And then showing up on time, being tardy is not recommended, especially when you're starting over. And of course, having business cards is always great. Promotional item is great. So starting over is not easy, but it takes work. So here we are, a year and a half, and I'm able to be consistently paying my booth rental. I'm able to see myself growing each and every week in business. And our business, has its moments, highs and lows. However, that's the nature, that's the beast in any entrepreneurship business. those are the challenges that comes with it. So that's why, you know, retail always helps, and I'm hoping to build that back out. Shout out, I got trademarked. How ironic is that 2 years later, trademarked, and I'm now here in Houston. So I don't know what God has for me, but I'm open to it, and I'm ready for whatever this journey is going to be. And I am excited for it. I will say, if you're thinking about relocating, don't be discouraged. I think relocation is a great thing when you have a plan it out. I don't advise you to do like what I did, which I call it crazy faith, is to get up and go. Definitely set a budget, learn the area where you want to live, and especially if you want to do entrepreneurship, where you want to have your business is key. What type of clientele, who are your target audience? Those are all the things that is so important when starting over as an entrepreneur, or if you're just starting over, relocating to a new location. It is could be taxing on you mentally, could be taxing on you financially, and it could be taxing on you so much emotionally. So working out for me is important, and trying to network is very important as well. But I'm here on this journey of rebirth, regrowth, new things, and welcoming that all on this journey. So I cannot say anything bad about relocating to a new city, more than do your research and seek advice. Don't be too proud, you know, humble yourself on this journey as you get to rediscover yourself, as you get to build your business, build it back more on all the things that worked for you. You know, whatever worked then will still probably work now. So whatever that is, I will say stick to the plan and don't deviate. Don't water yourself down. If anything, you know, add a more class and sophistication to it. Allow yourself grace, you know, allow yourself time to be okay with not feeling your best. Be okay with, you know, questioning yourself. It's all a part of our feelings and our emotions. So I don't want to say, you know, not to be mindful of that. Be mindful of it, and be open to it. Give yourself grace and know that nothing is perfect. Everything comes with trials and errors, and our errors are usually what helps us to become better. And we learn from our mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes needed to happen to push you out of your comfort zone. So being uncomfortable is not a terrible thing, right? Being uncomfortable can birth new things, new beginnings, and it's really a beautiful thing if you just enjoy the ride instead of beating yourself up. I'm at the place where I am enjoying this, talking about it, saying out loud, hearing myself now saying it. I'm enjoying it for sure, because it gives me the opportunity to give myself grace once again. And I'm looking forward to following up with you guys in another 6 months. Let's see how much further am I along. I will say one of the things that I am doing too while I'm building my clientele up is learning. I'm taking some classes to further educate myself, keeping my mind focused, and being organized was a key for me. So time management is very essential. So with me taking a class and building my clientele up and maintaining my home is all a part of me growing. So I'm happy that I've had the opportunity to slow down, to do the things that I've always wanted to do. So that's another thing, a part of the, relocating, is you could start over fresh. You could start something new that you always wanted to do. And so I'm happy for that. So as I am about to get into my books, into my studies, I hop on here and I'm making time to record this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I said a whole lot in not 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes, but I hope you got something from it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I would love to hear your input. Have you relocated? How are you feeling? What are the things that you've done right, or are the things you have done wrong? Share them with me. I am, like I said, enjoying the going out to the different places here in Houston. As far as learning the nightlife, that's not necessarily what I enjoy, but I do enjoy the restaurant experience, some of them. But I am enjoying the adventure that I'm on right now. So it is taken, you know, a little time, but I think it's going pretty well as I am adjusting to a new environment. And please comment and share, subscribe as I go along this new journey of relocating to a new city with no clients, no friends, no family. I am here with my hubby. So we are both new. We literally just got up and moved to Houston, Texas. And here we are. So stay tuned. And like I said, please share your comments and tell me if this video was helpful to you or not. My client said, she was like, yeah, when did you get married? And I was like, you just got married and newlywed. She said, your husband is from here? I said, no, he moved here with me. She said, he moved here with you like that? I said, yeah. I said, isn't that what love does? Like, you will relocate for your partner? She made it seem like it was something that doesn't happen. But I'm like, yeah, that's how love is. That's what happened.
Good morning. We are here and waiting on my client to come on in. So this is day one of my pop-up. Although I've been doing clients, I've been taking clients. I've been selling retail. Here she goes. She's so excited. Come on in, girl. Come on in. I love this energy.